It is time for fantasy football question and answers graveyard shift here on a what is it, Wednesday? I forget what day it is all the time. Wednesday, jump in, ask a question, tell your friends, tell your grandma, subscribe if you're new, hit the like button, and let's dig into it. The Fantasy Football Show begins now.
Live from the FantasyFootballShow.com studios, it's the Fantasy Football Show. Live! Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern.
Baked in boys is right. Mario, Big Dog, Navage, Ed, Michael Payne first in the building today. Wipe your feet on the way in the door. Ask a question. Hit me with something. Jacob, appreciate you. He Who Collects, Nathan, DTWD, Travis Rowe, appreciate you all being here. And I work for you. So let's dig into it. Phone calls, shall we?
Call into the show. Call into the show.
Dial into thy show if you know, and we'll dig into your fantasy football question for week number 13, whether it's a trade, whether it's a waiver wire decision, whether it's a lineup decision, whether you want me to just tell you your team's amazing. You know, I love your team. You're going to win it all. You know, everybody kind of wants that crystal ball approach, you know, right now for some odd reason. Smitty, tell me I'm going to win. Tell me I'm going to win. So dial on in. Appreciate you, Blind Larry, in the building. Yusuf, appreciate Yusuf being here. File on in, ladies and gentlemen. Danny Dimes or Mike White? I'm going to go Mike White, pal. What do you think I'm going to say under that such a situation? That's a silly question. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. Who am I speaking to? What are people doing? Am I in your pocket? Am I in your pocket, bro? You dial me up and you put me in your pocket? I don't know. What kind of disrespect is that? At least hit the thumb up button. Okay? What's up? Terry Roberts in the house. Zay Jones or Palmer? Probably go Zay Jones. You know, I like Palmer this week, but I'm probably going Zay Jones. Mike White season. That's right, Isaac. That guy put me in his pocket, bro. Hold on, Schmitty. You remember that? Who was that caller yesterday that says, "Hey, I don't have a lot of time. I'm gonna have to go." Right when he got on the call. Oh, I didn't mean to hold you up. Yeah, maybe he fell down. You're right. Maybe we shouldn't be laughing. Maybe he fell down. Bold predictions, ready, set, go. Sven, we got the bold predictions for 2023 about to drop on January 1. We are literally one more day away from one more month, one exact month away from the first bold prediction for 2023, which drops on January 1 on the FantasyFootballShow.com, which you can find right here at theFantasyFootballShow.com. And see that in the middle of this graphic here, you see the bold predictions? That's right. Your boy Smitty's dropping the first one for 2023. Probably 2 or 3 of them will drop. The first 2 or 3 will drop on January 1 when the ball drops. And you're out boozing with Grandpa's cough medicine. Your boy Smitty's here working away like a keyboard warrior. Okay? And I'm going to drop those bold predictions for you. I got 2 people on the phone. The first person is John. Let's hit John first. John, what can I do for you?
What's up, Smitty?
What's up, brother?
So, I've been, I called like a couple days ago and I said how my playoffs are already starting in 2 weeks or whatever.
Oh, yeah. You get that weird commissioner. Okay.
Yeah. So, last week I won by 3 points, but I still got to play this dude this week.
All right.
I'm up 126 to 123.
All right.
My only 2 running backs are Jonathan Taylor and Gus Edwards because I had P. Ryan and then Foreman, but Foreman's on bye, and then P. Ryan. Mixon is supposed to play, but I put. Did you hear that Jalen Warren practiced in full? And
no.
It's crazy. I put $5 bids in. Jalen Warren was the last person I wanted.
Bro asks a fantasy football show. You ask a fantasy football show, the fantasy football show for that matter. Whether I heard about news that happened 6 hours ago, 12 hours ago, whatever. Did you? Hey, did you?
Well,
Hey, did you hear Jamar Chase was playing later, Smitty? He might play this week. I'm just kidding with you, bro.
I just can't believe that I don't have huge headlines coming on my YouTube or videos about it. I think it's a pretty big deal, and the only reason I found out about it is that I got Jalen Warren, and it literally was the last option I wanted, and then I see he practiced in full today.
Well, hey, Broski, if you were watching my show, you would have heard it on my show. I mean, you're basically asking for what I'm providing. Breaking news show, 7 p.m. Eastern every single Monday through Friday. I'm breaking news talking about this exact very thing, and I broke it. I broke it, then broke it down. You're basically like going to, like, let's say your Aunt May makes cakes, and you're like, hey, Aunt May, I'm really looking for a cake. got a party this weekend, Aunt May.
Pumped up that.
This guy just keeps rolling.
I got Jalen Warren. Like I said, I wanted Benny Snell and all that, but now it's looking like Jalen Warren's the guy I did want. You know. But my question is, of course, if Najee doesn't play, you're going to start Jalen Warren over Gus Edwards. But so for my second flex, I got Brandon Ayuk, and he plays Miami. They're 14th against receivers. And then I got George Pickens on the bench, and he's playing Atlanta.
This guy's all business.
And they're 30th against receivers. Who would you play with that?
Sorry, give me the names again.
So Brandon Ayuk's playing Miami.
Ayuk, yeah.
The 14th. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're the 14th against receivers. And then I got Pickens on my bench, and he's playing Atlanta, who's 30th against receivers.
Yeah. Ayuk or Pickens. I'm rolling with Pickens. I'm rolling with the talent that is Pickens. I think he's a talented boy.
Even if you're projected to win by I'm projected to win by 7, you think he's safer than Ayuk?
Yeah, I do think he's safer than Ayuk. Although Debo's banged up, you never know if they lean on. But I don't know. It's a close call. I mean, Debo's going to be up and down. Yeah. There's a lot of mouths to feed.
It really burned me. Like 4 weeks ago, I was in the situation and I started Pickens, and it was the game he had 0 points, and I lost by 3 points, and I started Pickens over Ayuk.
Yeah.
So I swore to myself I wouldn't do it again, but I mean he's been looking nice, So.
All right, man.
It's a hard one.
Anything else you got? Any more news you want to break?
Well, I wasn't breaking it.
I'm just kidding with you, bro. You're resilient. You just it kind of bounces off you, and you just get right to business.
Yeah. Well, what do you think? You think Najee's going to play this week, or what? What are you hearing about Najee?
I'm hearing that he's on the wrong side of 50, but it certainly we don't have any more information than that.
What, it's like a 50-50, but it's not looking...
Yeah, he's on the wrong side of the fence. He's on the wrong side of the 50-50 fence, but we have no more information than that. People are speculating, but I would say he's heading in the direction of not playing.
Yeah, and that's a good matchup. They're 24th against running backs.
Yeah, but you do have to worry about Warren coming back from injury. Will it be a McFarland, Benny Snell, and Warren combination? You don't know. You'd think after all Warren's done.
I'm in a tough spot because it's either Gus Edwards or Warren for me. So
yeah, well, Gus Edwards feels like a trap.
Gus Edwards is in the silk. What's that?
Yeah, Gus Edwards feels like a trap, but who knows?
Yeah, I mean, I don't like to start him, but the back's against the wall. But you would definitely start over Gus Edwards than Warren if Najee don't play.
I mean, we need to wait till we hear the buzz. We got to read the tea leaves, bro. Right now, sure, but that could evolve. Don't hold me to it, and then be like, Smitty, you said, and I heard you on Saturday night. News broke about 12 hours after you broke it, and I listened to that show instead of your Smitty. And then you come back to my show Saturday night, you hear me pumping down, not pumping up Jalen Warren, and you're going to be confused. So come back, check us out. We're Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern. On top of that, I go live.
You be there Saturday night?
Well, listen to the spiel. Hold on. I'm live Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern. I'm live whenever news breaks. Probably not if Jalen Warren is likely to get more carries. I don't go live on something like that. But let's say Najee was out for the year or something. You see your boy Smitty jump on a live stream immediately. And I'm live Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday at midnight Eastern, my guy. Just for you. I work for you.
Okay.
I work for you, bro.
All right, Smitty. Well, I'm not feeling good about Jalen Warren. I have a good feeling about him. I think he was more talented than Najee when he was playing, when they were both playing.
I mean, he's done a lot, so you'd think they give him the work, but you just don't know. You don't know. You don't know how banged up he is. We'll see, bro.
I mean, he's practicing full already today, though. You'd think he's not. If he practiced limited, I think I'll feel not as confident. But Najee's probably going to play with my luck. So
Yeah.
we'll
All right,
see
bro.
what happens.
All right, later.
All right, Smitty.
Oh, sorry. We had somebody on the hold this entire time. Who am I talking to?
I mean, he's done a lot. So you think they give him the work, but you just don't know. You don't know. You don't know how banged up.
Hello?
Yeah, what's up?
We'll see, bro.
Hey, can we
What's
turn
good, brother?
whoever's also on hold that I just added? Can you turn me down? I'm a little loud in the background. He left.
Okay,
All right.
my bad.
Oh, is that you?
Okay, I muted you.
Okay,
real quick.
okay. What's up? What can I help you with?
Quick question, bro. So I just, I'm heading to the playoffs, and first I made a trade earlier, and it got vetoed because it's a first of all it's a super flex half PPR. I'm third in the league, and I offered him AJ Brown, Cousins.
Hey, whoever's on hold, can
Ramondre.
you mute it, please? Thank you.
You talking to me, bro? Or
Okay, we're just gonna remove that. Go ahead, continue, man.
okay. So I offered him Ramondre, Cousins, and AJ Brown it's a super flex for Mahomes, and he threw in Monty. I didn't really want Monty, but I just wanted Mahomes because I have Josh Allen.
Yeah.
And that got vetoed. So I'm wondering if I did all right with. I ended up going for Herbert,
Yeah.
and I gave him Godwin and Cousins.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Herbs for Godwin and Cousins. I mean, Godwin, if you needed a wide receiver, you went that way. If you needed a wide receiver and you had an extra quarterback, I'd say, hey, give Herbs away for Godwin. If you need a quarterback and you're giving away Godwin for Herbs, I'm fine with that too. Herbs could bounce back in a major way. So, and he already begun to do that. So I'm excited about it. I don't think that's a bad move at all.
Yeah, and I actually got that's why I gave him Godwin. I let him pick because I have AJ Brown, and then I have St. Brown, and then Higgins, and then I figured I have Garrett Wilson maybe, to if I got to, put him in the flex or something.
Yeah, I think you did
and I
good.
gave him Godwin.
You did good, bro.
Okay, you think that veto was stupid though? Because
I think all vetoes are stupid.
I was kind of, yeah, man, because I was hooking him up because I didn't need, I was just trying to upgrade my quarterback. I was like, I want Mahomes, and I don't know if they felt I gave him too much or if I was getting too much, but yeah, it was.
I think all
was a little
vetoes are
weird.
stupid. Nobody should be vetoing anything. You're a grown person playing in a grown person league. All right, bro. Got to let you go. Appreciate you.
All right, hey, appreciate it, bro.
Later.
All right, Smitty.
All right, next caller. You're up.
What's up, Smitty?
What's up?
Oh, man, I'm just calling you to give you your flowers.
Oh,
That's
yeah?
all, while you're here.
What do I get
like
flowers?
The show, man.
Thank you.
And on top of that, I got one question.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you get the injury updates from, man? You always on top of it, man.
Well, so just to give you an idea of what my world's like, because a lot of people don't understand how I live my life, and you guys think I'm busy. I'm more busy than you think, and you guys all think I'm busy to an extreme. I'm busy times 10 on that. I've got text message groups of people I've met over the years that are Cowboy fans, Cowboy pages, Cowboy analysts, Cowboy whatever. I got, and my boy Raj from RSF 49ers, like similar relationships to like Raj with different teams. I've got, people I follow. Obviously, I follow like Ian Rappaport and those guys. So sometimes I get, sometimes we're all getting a tweet update from one of those guys, and we're reacting. I'm never breaking any news because I'm not sitting in front of, this situation. Sometimes I have a source or two, just like everybody else has a source that will give me something that I feel like is extremely early. And I have broken something once or twice before, like that no one else had, but it's rare because I'm not on the ground in these situations. I'm hearing, so I'm reactionary. Like my job's to react to news that's already broken. So when you say, where do I get my news? That news traditionally is out there somewhere exploding as we speak. And I'm just the first person live talking about it. I'm not gonna beat anybody to the news on the consistent. No one is. No one consistently will unless you're dialed in or plugged into the NFL like Ian Rappaport and Adam Schefter are. So essentially, my whole goal is to break it first, like from an analyst perspective, like to break it down. That's all I worry about. I don't care about. I'm not trying to be first. I'm not one of those people that tries to break fake news. Like when Deshaun Watson was getting traded, there were people putting their reputation on the line by trying to predict. Like they had fake news. They did not have real news. They just said they did. And they're like, I'm hearing within 12 hours he'll be going to the Falcons. And there's people that put their rep on the line, and they thought I'd do something for them. No one cares who breaks the story. It's like you're never going to break something that consistently as an independent reporter or anything. My job is I want you to know to come to me. When something breaks, you already heard it probably. Where do I race to hear the analysis and breakdown of it? That's all I care about. I want to be the first person in everybody's mind. This guy's going to go live right now and talk about it.
That's right.
Yeah,
yeah, man, that's cool, man. I'm just...
Real quickly,
go ahead.
There's a guy in here. His name's Johnny Lawrence. You may have seen him on The Karate Kid. This guy comes in here and challenges me constantly, pushes me. I look at him as a friend now because he's pushing me to lose weight, to drop down the LBs, to get ripped by Christmas Day. I have 24 days, 1 hour, 50 minutes, and 6 seconds to rip down and get shredded. And I'm doing a pretty good job. Your boy Smitty hasn't drank one single Coca-Cola in probably about, 60 hours. I'm already dropping the LBs. They're rolling off me. And now it's the time of cutting up, shredding up, and getting ready. So if anybody's watching, this includes you. Who am I talking to again? What's your name?
This yellow boy from Kansas City, Missouri.
Okay, yellow boy. Bro, even if it's you, anybody wants to challenge themselves to drop LBs, get ripped, drink more water, eat better, Netflix a show you've always wanted, whatever your goal is. Set it with me right now. You have 24 days to complete it. Okay? Everybody set a goal to better yourself. Read a book. Learn a language.
Straight up.
All right? What are you going to do, yellow boy? What are you going to do? Choose something.
Shit, I'm trying to put on about 10, 15 pounds.
Okay. You want some of mine? I'll give you about 20. I'll slide 20 LBs to you right now, bro. I'm trying to lose 20. All right.
Okay, but let me ask you this too, Smitty. Next year though, man, I'm really looking forward to hopping in one of them leagues with you, man.
Yeah. So
is it gonna be the same?
You're never gonna get it.
Go ahead.
You're probably never gonna get into a 12-person league with me. I rarely join those anymore. There's always drama with them. There's always but I always do at least one or two monster big time leagues. We have a league of 96 people in one league. I'm in that league, so you'll compete in there with me. So just keep an eye out for those. We have one or two of them every off season. So starting January 1, we'll probably kick off. We'll call it the I don't know. We'll come up with a name. Well, it was the Cooper Cup League this year.
I'll come up with a name for us.
Yeah.
I'll come up with a name for us. And them 96 team leagues like that, when you pick your team, do like more than one team get to pick like the same running back?
We did. Yes, there was 8 copies of every player in the player pool. But this year we might do it a little different. I'm not sure. But I also may do a league where I got to find the right commissioner for it that I trust. It can't be somebody I just met. No offense. but it's got to be somebody I know will get the job done. And maybe you prove that to me over the offseason. But like somebody that's been riding with me for a while, I can trust with this process. But I want to do a league where we redraft every single week. We clear the roster. We clear the rosters. We redraft every week. We live live stream the draft like we do it like every Tuesday. And it's gonna be a fun league to be in. I don't know if it's gonna be one of those 96 team leagues because that would take forever, but we'll figure it out. But I appreciate you, man. I got to jump to the next caller.
All right, Smitty. Thanks for taking my call, man.
Later. Appreciate you, man. All right. Yeah. So Johnny, I'm up for the challenge, bro. I'm dropping the LBs as we speak. Johnny Lawrence coming in here, pushing me to my limits. Johnny, pushing me to my. Where's my water? I do need my water. Probably take a whole day. Yeah, we're not gonna do the 96 one, but we'll probably do like I imagine it'll be one of those leagues where you're starting one quarterback, one running back, one wide receiver, one tight end, and there's no bench. And we just redraft every week. And it may be where there's, free for all add drops or something, or a waiver process or whatever, throughout the week, in case you draft a guy that's not going to play and you got to cut him and pick somebody else up. But it'll probably be a 24-person league where you draft one QB, one running back, one wide receiver, one tight end, no bench spots, all starters, free agency during the week to make up for a bad draft. But we reset the rosters to 0, 24 people in the draft. I just need to find the right commissioner for it. So probably one of my mods or somebody like that. I just got to make sure we set it up. It'll be 24 people. We might do a couple different leagues. Maybe there's 3 leagues of 24. So we have almost 75. We'll try and get like 75 people or something if we can get a league of 25. But 24, probably 24, 24, 24, and do 3 different leagues, and the highest scoring person from each league wins something. And then maybe the winners, the 3 winners, compete in like some kind of final championship or something. I don't know. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. Who am I talking to?
To Louie, man. What's cracking, Smitty?
What's up, my guy?
Shit, man. Just waiting my turn, trying to get on this phone call, man.
I got my hand over the hang up button right now.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, you dropped a bad word, bro, and it hurts my monetization.
Hey, my bad.
There's a rule. I'm supposed to hang up and block the number of anybody that drops a foul word. It's not that I don't swear, bro. It's just it comes down to the monetization of it. So I'm gonna let you pass on this one. But the next person that calls up and does that, you're getting blocked, and I'm hanging up immediately. All right, what can I do for you?
All right, my bad, Smitty. All right,
That's
man.
right.
I need help with this lineup. I'm 5-7. I'm still somewhat in contention.
Okay.
Quarterback. For quarterback, I got Kirk Cousins. My running backs are Alvin Kamara, Dameon Pierce, Dalvin Cook, DeAndre Swift, and I got Gus the Bus Edwards.
Okay.
My receiving core is Pickens, Burks, Lazard, and Mike Williams.
Okay.
My tight end is Andrews. And then, I also have Rashad White on the bench.
Nice. Okay.
So, how we looking to put this together, man? So I need a dub this week.
What are you starting? 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, and a flex?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Cousins,
Andrews.
Kamara, Dalvin Cook. Those are so Kamara, Cook are your starting running backs. Your wide receivers are going to be Pickens and Burks. You only have Pickens, Burks, Lazard, and Mike Williams. Those are your only 4 wide receivers.
Yeah, man. I paid too much attention to the running backs, and I slept on the receivers.
Yeah, dang. Okay. Well, I mean, you couldn't trade. Trading's over.
No, man. The trade's been over for a couple of weeks. The commissioner ended up bringing it, like, I think it was the first week of November.
Okay. Yeah, the only thing I could say is swing big with either Pierce. Well, you got White. White's a swing big too. I don't know. These are all three potentially high scoring players that you got to decide between. I think you definitely need to go with the upside of Cook and Kamara. I would say probably go with Rachaad White unless we start feeling, and this is going to be an adjust and adapt throughout the week. But you're gonna have to feel it out to see if Rachaad White, it feels like he's going to lose touches. We'll know more about Fournette in that situation as the week unfolds. So right now it's this right here. It's Cook, Kamara, White, Pickens, Burks, Andrews, Cousins. Obviously, that's what it is. Not much to really. I mean, Swift is a high risk, high reward play, but at the same time, White is medium risk, high reward. You might as well just go that route. Pierce is medium risk, high reward. I think he's got a really good matchup, but because he and Swift haven't been like delivering fire lately, you got to roll with the guy that just did very, very well, that everybody loves, that Tom Brady loves, that's probably going to see an expanded role going forward.
Yeah, I was looking at White, man, but the New Orleans defense was able to shut down McCaffrey and Mitchell, so I was kind of like, I'm kind of worried about even messing with White at this point.
Yeah. Well, I mean, leave him in there for now, and then just kind of decide as the week unfolds, see how you feel.
Cool, man. Appreciate it.
All right, bro. Appreciate you. Later. Next caller. Who am I talking to?
Yo, is it me?
Yep.
What up, Smitty? It's Rick.
What's up, Rick?
What's up, man? Love the show.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Hey, so I'm commissioner in this one league. I need your advice. Maybe the chat can help too. This guy, I hit him up before the trade deadline to see if he wanted to make any last moves. And he hits me with a drunk text, letting me know he's drunk. I'm not making playoffs. I dropped all my players. Salute emoji. Right?
Yeah.
So some of the people want me as the commissioner to take those players and put them back on his team.
Mm-hmm.
Other people want me to let it ride, and whoever has the highest waiver claim gets first dib on his players. Never been in a situation like this. I don't know what I should do.
I think that's kind of a messed up gift to give the individuals that are high on the waiver wire claim right now. Those guys are clearly going to vote, let's go ahead and let it ride. And the people that are down on the waiver are not going to want to go that route. That's exactly I would if I was the commissioner, I'd put them all back on his team and lock his team. I don't think that's the wisest move for the sake of, like, no one can get mad at you as the commissioner. Like, think about this for a second. Is anybody going to think you're messed up for putting them back on the team and locking it? No. They're going to be mad at you because they want the player, but then no one's going to think you are messed up as a commissioner. If you let it ride...
And I know that's the right thing to do.
Yeah, and if you let it ride, people will say, even though some people will like it because they got a high claim, people will say that's messed up of you as a commissioner. So there's only one way to do this. You'd have to have a unanimous
as commissioner
vote.
On ESPN. You could do that. I could take those players, put them on the team, and lock it. I could do that.
Well, or you could say pick up that player, and you'll not only not get your guy back that you dropped, but I'm going to drop him back off your team, and you're going to roll with one less guy. If you can't figure it out, just be firm with it and be like, no one pick up those players.
Right.
I'm pretty sure you can add them all back on, bro. Like, you just go into the league management, go to league management. Adjust rosters or whatever, I forget, on ESPN. You should be able to put them all back on. Yeah, do it in bulk. You can do it in bulk.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that tonight then.
Yeah, and delete him from the team.
Well,
Remove him as an owner, and then bro, that's messed up. That's so messed up.
It's tough too because I'm third on waivers. And I just did a trade. I gave up Saquon and AJ Brown to get JT and St. Brown.
Yeah, you can't do that, especially if you're going to take a big advantage, get a big advantage by doing it. But that's funny. Is that guy losing all his friends now? That's messed up.
I mean, he's definitely not going to be in the league next year. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I just never had that happen, and it's not like the reason I have a high waiver claim is because I haven't used it for a few weeks, just because I've been doing good.
Yeah.
You know, so it's
That dude's gone.
I mean, I've never had to deal with anything like this, so I kind of wanted to. I mean, you've been doing this a lot longer than I have, so I'm like, and it's a work league for the most part.
Let's send him on a lap. All right. What's his name? What's his name?
His name is Shaheen.
Shaheen, take a lap.
Yeah, he's going on a lap.
Yeah, that's ridiculous, bro. Yeah. I'm out of here. My seasons are over. Dropping all my
I'm
play.
like, bro, come on.
That's ridiculous. Like, why would you do that to like obviously he was boozing and he was thinking it was hilarious to him at the time, but like, why would you do that? It's ridiculous. Yeah, he's done.
That's what I'm saying.
He's gone.
I've never dealt with that. We're all grown men, you know.
I didn't
think that would be at least play spoiler, you know, like.
He should get a tattoo of all the players he dropped. That should be his punishment, and then let him back in the league after he gets the tattoo.
That's his only way back in.
Yeah. You should tell him if he ever wants to get back in, he's got to get a tattoo of all the players he dropped on his leg or on his back, his lower back, bro. You know that.
Yeah. Little tramp stamp.
All right, bro. Appreciate you.
Hey, what do you think about that trade, though? You think I did good on that trade? Saquon and AJ Brown for JT and St. Brown.
Saquon, AJ Brown for St. Brown and JT.
Mm-hmm.
Saquon.
And AJ.
I
was just saying that Saquon was worrying me lately. The Giants have been struggling. Their schedule is tough coming up.
That's a tough one because, I mean, can you weather through the bye week? You're fine?
Yeah, I could weather through the bye week. I still have Eckler and Henry.
Yeah, I probably lean JT St. Brown, but it's arguable. You could easily argue it. I think Saquon I worry a little bit about. AJ is inconsistent. I like St. Brown more than AJ at this point. And, JT I could argue over Saquon, so I'm okay with that. You could argue either side, though. Very close.
Yeah. And I got Tyreek. He's my wide receiver one, so I just kind of, wanted to solidify down the stretch.
Yeah.
I'm locked for playoffs pretty much.
Yeah, buddy. All right, man.
All right, brother. Appreciate you, man. Thanks, Minnie.
Yep. I got Travis on.
Like everybody, wipe your feet.
Yeah. I got Travis on the line and somebody else. Let's go with somebody else because he was first, and then Travis, hang tight.
Manny.
Hello?
This is Manny B.
Manny B. What's up, Manny B?
I was getting offered a trade. I'm giving up AJ Brown and Pacheco for Jalen Waddle.
And Pacheco for who?
I'm giving up AJ Brown and Pacheco for Waddle.
For Waddle. I thought you said Jalen Warren. I was like, what? What are you doing, bro? What are you doing? AJ Brown and Pacheco for Waddle. Like, this is tough. I want to say Waddle's the best player in the deal, so you can't go wrong accepting this trade. But I guess I would ask you, are you okay at running back too? Your flex, like, what's your lineup look like if you make this trade?
Okay. Quarterback, I have Tua. Running back 1, JT. Running back 2, Kenneth Walker. And then I have Tyreek. And then I'll be getting Waddle. And then Freiermuth and Goddard at flex. And then, Freiermuth and Goddard at tight end. And then Rashad White at flex.
Yeah, you got a good team. The only thing is you're putting a lot on the Miami Dolphins. But, hey, it's a potent offense. And you because you have enough talent elsewhere, these kind of things aren't a bad thing. Like, people say don't put all your eggs in one basket, but when you have Hill and Waddle and Tua, and you still got Walker, you said JT?
Yes.
You still have JT, Walker, and that's still very, very, and Rashad White. I'm okay with that kind of imbalance. You're putting it all. That's what you call the triple stack, bro. Why not? What are you going to do? Waiver on Pacheco and White all year? And then you got AJ Brown, not as good as Waddle, but I like AJ Brown, but he's not as consistent. So punch it, bro. And then if Waddle and Hill rotate, you're covered. Like they're both gonna do well. One could get 80 yards, 4 receptions, 5 they're still gonna get 12, 13 points, whatever. But every week you're probably gonna have 100 and a touchdown out of the other guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're triple stamping the double stamp. I like it.
Also, for this week, would you recommend starting Patriots defense or Seahawks defense?
Let's see here. I mean, Seahawks again. That's in LA. The Patriots are tough, but I don't know. They're gonna squeeze out a lot of like fantasy points out of the Bills. So I'm gonna go Seahawks this week, and that's tough to say because the Patriots are the number one defense in fantasy, really. But the Rams are putrid. Seems like it should be a lot of scoring in that, and then they're gonna run a guy named Kenneth Walker. Third, fourth quarter, right? Seattle, I suppose, bro.
Seahawks?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
What
I think the Patriots, it's going to be hard to get a lot of points out of the Bills. Did I say the Bills?
Yeah.
Against Buffalo, dumb, says Lucas. Lucas, what's dumb? I'm not following Lucas. I don't know what I said or if you're saying that to somebody else. All right, what else can I help you with?
Oh, what was it? Oh, what do you think about Kyron Williams? Like, how's he gonna? What do you think he'll do? Seahawks, you think?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I mean, we're picking the Seahawks for your defense, so clearly we're not feeling like Kyron's going to do much.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Someone wants a lightsaber. Hold on.
Kenneth Skywalker. Kenneth Lightsaber swinging Skywalker.
All right, anything else, bro?
Yeah. Last question, actually. Did you make up that Kenneth Walker thing, Skywalker?
Did I make up the name?
Yeah, Kenneth Skywalker.
I don't think. I mean, I don't know. I probably heard it from somewhere. I don't know. I don't know who said it, but I probably heard it from somebody. Somebody. I wouldn't say I invented it. Did I make the cartoon? Yeah, by hand, bro.
Yeah.
By hand. Crafted that sucker myself. 100%. Drew it. Everything. Every single piece of this I drew.
Kenneth Skywalker.
Except for his face. I cut it out.
Okay.
All right, bro. Later.
Okay. Thank you.
Travis is up and Unsure Johnny is on hold. Unsure Johnny, hang tight. Travis, what can I do for you?
Hey, Smithy. I'm about to pull the trigger on a trade, A.J. Brown and Garrett Wilson for Devontae Adams.
Oh, I don't even have to remove everything. Hold on. A.J. Brown and Garrett Wilson.
Yeah.
For Devontae?
For Devontae Adams. Yeah. I guess I was just wondering, what do you think is like Wilson's outlook? I mean, you think he's a stud week in, week out, or you think him and Mike White are going to kind of go up and down?
Not enough to say no to this trade. I mean, this is the exact same thing that guy showed me with Pacheco. Pacheco and Garrett Wilson, very similar in value, and you're getting an even better player than Waddle. So smash it, bro. Smash it. Do I like Garrett Wilson? Yeah. I think he's pretty good. I think he's, like I say with rookie wide receivers, he's going to get more consistent as we go. So I'm excited about what's in store for Garrett Wilson with Mike White under center. This could be a low-end wide receiver too, in a worst-case scenario maybe. But A.J. Brown and Garrett Wilson for Adams, you take Adams all day long. Smash it.
Yeah, I thought so. And then I'm off of that, I'm trying to get the trade done for Mark Andrews still. After that, do you think I have the depth if I go? I know he wants either Rashad White or Pacheco, and then he probably wants Olave with them. So I get another player back. So it would be Andrews and Rashad White and Olave for Andrews.
I'd rather trade Pacheco and Olave.
Pacheco and Olave.
Yeah, I don't think I'd give up Rashad White.
All right. What if I could get like a Mike Evans back? I think he's pretty low on Mike Evans.
Yeah, yes, I'd do it. I'd do either one.
Buy into that.
I'd do either one at that point, but of
Yeah,
course, I would try my best to keep Rashad White still. But yeah, you don't. Mike Evans is being tossed around like a rag doll, and it's on. I don't know why. I get that he isn't playing the way you want him to play, but he's certainly somebody I love to go acquire via trade from people that are absolutely sleeping on him.
So Evans would be plenty to fill. Like, because Olave would be my third receiver, so Evans is fine for that, just to kind of fill that depth. Then you think he'll probably bounce back.
Yeah, Evans is a fantastic.
I mean, he has a chance to at least. Yeah.
I'd start Evans
All
10
right,
times out of 10.
If he won't do Evans, basically the only other players he would have to put into that deal would be B-Rob, Peoples-Jones. I don't think he's giving up Jeff Wilson Jr. He might.
I'd take B-Rob or Jeff Wilson if he says no to Evans, sure. Peoples-Jones?
So
I don't know.
any of those, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, because I just wasn't sure about giving up White and Olave for Andrews if I wasn't getting something back. But all right, I think that's it then. I appreciate
All right, bro.
it.
Appreciate you. Later.
All right, take care. Yeah.
Happy birthday tomorrow to Tony. Tony, we'll send you on a lap, young man. Happy birthday lap, Tony. Appreciate you, my guy. Next up is going to be Unsure Johnny. Now, Unsure Johnny, are you sure about what you want to talk about, or do you need more time?
Very sure this time.
Okay.
What up, Smitty?
What's
How you
up?
doing?
What's up, man? What can I do for you?
I want you to take a look at a second team I have. Help me set my lineup, specifically quarterback and flex.
Okay.
We got Geno Smith, Amon-Ra, Waddle.
Hold on one second.
Barkley.
You got Geno, St. Brown, and who?
Yeah. Waddle.
Okay.
Barkley. Taylor. Mark Andrews. And then flex right now, I got Treylon Burks.
Okay.
And then I got Mike White on the bench. Pacheco. Wilson Jr. Zay Jones.
Okay. So you're
And,
struggling between Burks and maybe going with one of the other bench guys, or Geno Smith and Mike White.
Yes, sir.
Let's give a chat vote for these. So
I'm sure about those.
yeah, Geno Smith, Mike White. Who are we rolling with here? Let's get a chat vote on that one, and then Burks, Jeff Wilson Jr. or Pacheco or Zay Jones. I probably say for me, I like Jeff Wilson Jr. a lot. It is a tough matchup though, but it is also like one of those like not revenge, but lot to prove, you know, against a former team, Jeff Wilson. And you kind of know McDaniel's going to want to, in my opinion, like shove Wilson down their throat.
Yeah.
So I'm tempted to say Jeff Wilson. Pacheco might be a smarter play. Let's see what the chat's voting. So Geno, White and Isaiah Pacheco, Geno and Zay, White and Burks. I don't know if I'm going to live to regret this one. The Niners D is awfully tough. I really do like Pacheco.
I was thinking
I really do, but
Mike White and Burks too, honestly. That's how I was feeling, at least.
I'm going to say Jeff Wilson and Mike White, or Mike White and Pacheco. Zay's pretty safe, though. He had 11 reception, 150 yard game, something like that. That's my call. But clearly, we're all over the map in the chat. A lot of Burks. There's a lot of Burks in the chat. So, but I just feel like Jeff Wilson's going to be utilized quite a bit. So, like a little mini, not revenge game, but just like, you know, teacher versus student, you know, McDaniel versus Kyle Shanahan, and I don't know. I just feel like Wilson could be utilized quite a bit, and he's got a lot to prove against his, former teammates.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Revenge game for sure.
Yeah.
Last question. Actually, I just wanted to say thanks for your help this year. I just found out about you, and I've been playing maybe 6 years.
Nice.
And you definitely helped me climb up in both my leagues.
Attaboy.
So I also, I found you like in the middle of the night watching YouTube because I'm stuck on. Well, I was unsure about stuff,
Yep.
And basically, I was wondering what's your background with everything. I just want to know a little bit more about it.
Yeah, I started doing this professionally like 20 years ago. And I was on radio for, well, actually more than 20 years ago. I want to say like 22 years ago, or more than that, like maybe 22 years ago, something like that. But I was on radio for 19 straight years. My site, thefantasyfootballshow.com, it's changed names over the years here and there, but it's thefantasyfootballshow.com. That's been up since 2003, essentially. And so I invented the trade calculator in the fantasy football industry to everything I could research and find. It was the first instant-based trade calculator where you could select a player immediately without entering your roster in and downloading any apps or anything. It was instant-based. And I just started innovating in the industry, trying to create the first mock draft simulator, instant mock draft simulator. Created the trade calculator. And then did radio. So I've done that I didn't start video until 4 years ago. I did video when I first started in 2003. But I didn't do it very long. It was really hard to do video back then. You had to it was such a crazy process to do it. But 4 years ago, I created the YouTube channel or started posting on the YouTube channel that I had. And been doing it ever since, man. So the content in radio was my thing for a long, long time, but now it's turning the bread and butter. It's becoming video. It's becoming the YouTube channel. It's becoming everything related to the YouTube channel. But that's kind of my background. But I've been doing it for a long time, since most people were sharting in their diapers in this chat.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. That's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. How did you find me? Just in a random YouTube search or what?
Like I told you, man, late night, unsure, can't sleep because I got that feeling in my stomach I'm putting in the wrong guy. And then only person online, he seemed like he knew what he was talking about. So let's go.
All right, let's go. Appreciate you, Unsure Johnny. We'll see you later, pal.
Peace out.
Later.
Night.
All right, we got Rock Out. Rock Out, what's up?
First of all, put that clock back on.
The clock? For the
countdown.
Oh, for the workout?
Yeah.
Look at that bloated man with the meat suit. Okay, what about it?
Yeah, I'm gonna be on that too. I basically lost 8 pounds last challenge, and now then Thanksgiving happened. Now I'm trying to get back on the train.
Okay, so how many lbs are you going to drop by 24 days, 1 hour, 19 minutes, and 3 seconds?
Probably about 10.
Yeah, hold on 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. All right. So how many pounds are you going to lose by Christmas?
10.
10. Okay. I'm going to lose about 15 to 20. I haven't weighed myself yet. I imagine I'm down at least 4, because I've been drinking Coke for like 60 hours. It's been dripping off. Like even when I look in the mirror, I'm like, oh man, I'm definitely trimming down on the sides here, because that goes straight to the gut. Now I just got to lift and get cut. But we got it, Rock Out. We got it, bro.
But got a tough question for you.
Okay.
I know we've been down on Pierce, but would you play him for like London or
yes,
Pickens or Knight?
Probably Pierce. I'd probably roll with Pierce. I mean, Pickens is tempting, but I'd probably go Pierce. I think Pierce will have a bounce back game. Hopefully, if he doesn't, we're all going to be in more panic mode than we're already in. But give me Pierce, baby. Give me Pierce. Light him up. I got some super
But you have
chats.
a new.
Oh, God.
25 days.
Hold on, man. I got a $20 hauler. Official, you still here? $20 hauler from Official. I just let it sit there. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, Official. Hold on, Rock Out. Smitty, rate my team, 12-team PPR. I have Josh Allen, Tyreek Hill, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Lazard, Derrick Henry. Where's Official at? Official, you still here? I didn't see this one come in. Derrick Henry, ETN, Tony Tunyon, Pierce, Pacheco, benches, Gallup, Hasty. That's a good squad. That's a good squad, Official. Smitty, I'm still waiting on the pull-up flip up. Oh yeah, that super pull-up. That's really hard. I still need to get that done. I need to do that. So this team: Josh Allen, Tyreek Hill, Amon-Ra, Lazard, Henry, Etienne, Tunyon, Pierce, Pacheco. So really solid squad. You're 8-4, first place. I would imagine you're in first place. This is a phenomenal squad, bro. Keep hitting that waiver wire just to try and beef up the Lazard and Tunyon spots. Taysom Hill, everybody keeps making fun of me on the Taysom Hill situation, but I still feel like there's a lot of potential for him to become relevant again. You just got to wait on it. It's unfortunately one of those waiting games, but if they move him to quarterback, you know what I'm saying? You're going to see it. You can see his uptick in value just go overnight like that. Boom. So keep an eye on that. Official, I love the squad. If I had to blindly bet on your team or not bet on your team, I would bet on your team. If I was forced to go one way or another, I would say I would bet on this team to win. You know what I mean? Without seeing the other teams. If I could choose all 11 teams or yours, I'd probably choose yours. Without even seeing them. Assuming it is a 12 team and you're being honest about that because it looks like you're playing with grandmas, bro. In an eight grandma league. Appreciate you, Official. Official to the moon.
To the moon.
And then we got Rick real quick. I need your advice. Can I call in? Rick, the phone lines are open. I can't tell if you're calling, though. You're just going to have to get in, Rick. Hopefully Rick's on hold. Rick, dial in right now if you're trying to get in. Trade Rashad White, Garrett Wilson for Kenneth Walker. Yes, take Kenneth Walker and run. That one's a smash. Castro says, who should I start, Tom Brady or Mike White? Tom Brady's probably like safer, but Mike White, I'd probably roll with Mike White and ride that wave. And then the final one of the super chat of the night so far is if CMC is out, Kyron Williams, Pacheco, or Edwards. I go Pacheco. That's easy. That's cakewalk. That's light work, bro. All right, those are all the super chats. Appreciate those. Rock Out, what was the question? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think you said Pierce.
Oh yeah, Pierce. Yeah. Anything else, man?
Do you worry about Pacheco versus the Bengals, or you think the offense is just way better because Henry had trouble last week?
No, I think he does really well because if this game is close, he's heavily involved in everything they're doing, and then if they get up, then they're just gonna run him. So I kind of feel like a 70-yard total yard and a touchdown, real good shot at a touchdown feels like at least what he is capable of doing, but we'll see.
I appreciate it.
All right, man. Thanks, Rock Out. All right, Zach, you're up, and then we got one more caller on hold. I don't know who that caller is, so hang tight, caller. Zach, what can I do for you?
What's up, Smitty? I have this keeper league that we keep 4 guys for the next year. I'm 10-2 right now. Would you trade Javonte as a second-round keeper for Eckler?
And you can't keep Eckler?
I can keep Eckler, but he'd be a first-round keeper.
Okay. Which, some might like. I personally don't. At 28 years old, I don't know that he's going to be. Feel like he could drop off in the middle of the year next year. He'll be 28 years old next year. 28-year-olds just don't. It's not a good look, at the running back position. I don't think you're keeping Javonte in the second round. I mean, you could, but it depends on. I guess it would be the fourth round, right? No, it would be the second round. Like you would have. It would essentially be. You'd probably have like 15 guys kept by your pick in the second round. If you were to not keep a player and draft in the second round, would it be like 15 guys gone around?
Right, because most people are going to keep 4 of their guys.
Yeah,
it's a 12-team league.
Yeah, I don't know that I feel like you would. Okay, so the second round's really gonna feel like the fifth round.
Right.
Yeah, then maybe you will. I guess you do it and then you just keep Eckler. But I would look to trade him and package him away. I think you got to probably keep Eckler. Like, think about it from the perspective of, is Javonte going to be worth a second round pick next year? Probably not. And will Eckler be worth a first round pick to start the year? Yes. Do I think he gets hurt and doesn't finish out the year, or he's just 28 years old? I don't know. Would I trade him, though? Yeah. I probably really actively shop Eckler, but Eckler is going to get you a lot more in a trade than Javonte. And some will say that Eckler is going to be the 1.1. Like, we've done debates in the chat where people are like, Eckler's the 1.1, Eckler's the 1.1. So essentially, you're getting what some people consider the 1.1 next year if you're talking to people right now. So I would do it. I would do it, and then I would trade him.
All right, for sure.
Where's Breece Hall kept?
I actually have Breece too, so I'll keep him. He, let me see. He's a third round keeper.
Yeah. I'd keep Eckler. But I do trade him, bro.
All right, for sure.
All right, man. Later. Appreciate you.
For sure. Thanks, Mitty.
Yeah. Raza says pick 3 this week: Swift, Raheem, Rashad, Jalen, Kyron. Swift, Rashad, and Jalen. Pretty easy, unless we hear that. I don't know. Yeah, unless we hear that Najee's playing, which I don't think he will, then we'll have to reassess that third spot. Last caller that's on hold currently. Who are you? What can I do for you?
Hi, I'm James. How's it going, Tim?
Good, James. Thanks for waiting. Sorry, it was a long wait.
No, that's no problem.
What can I do for you?
Can I give you my line real quick?
Yes, sir.
All right, so I'm rolling with Justin Herbert, Austin Eckler, Devontae Adams, CeeDee Lamb, Travis Kelce, Amon-Ra, and Kenneth Walker. And I have Jonathan Taylor, Rashad White, and Garrett Wilson on the bench.
What size league?
I think the strategy yesterday. This is a 8-man league. I'm actually in second place, so it's a pretty stacked league.
Shame on you for being in second place with this team, but okay.
Well, the dude that took my first place spot had Josh Jacobs last week, so it's my fault.
Yeah. All right. What can I do for you?
The first thing I want to say is the only players that I actually drafted on this team were Justin Herbert and Kelce. So most of those other people were trades. So I thank you for your wisdom with helping out with some of those trades.
Thank you.
I speaker chatted you last night about starting Amon-Ra instead of Jonathan Taylor. What would you think of me starting Jonathan Taylor and swapping out CeeDee Lamb for Amon-Ra?
So yeah, if you flexed it. So I guess I would say I'd rather have St. Brown over JT this week. Lamb and JT's closer. I definitely start Amon-Ra.
My only hesitation is Dallas loves to run the ball, and I see them whooping Indianapolis. And if they get up big, I don't see them really passing that much.
Yeah, but also, do you think that it's the same game? Do you think that hurts JT being able to get volume if they're down? You know.
Well, they use him in the passing game quite a bit.
Yeah. I don't know. What's the chat think? Are we going with Lamb or JT? But I do agree with you. I would move these around, put St. Brown in the wide receiver spot, and then so St. Brown here, and then Lamb, and then of course you're starting Walker no matter what.
Right.
Yeah, I'd say Lamb.
And while we're waiting for the,
Yep.
go ahead.
Go ahead. What else?
While we're waiting for the chat, I hear you talking up Mike Evans and saying that he's going to have a good season the rest of the year. I didn't get enough support in the chat for the flip the script. Can I hear you argue the other point of that? Because I see Mike Evans dropping a lot of passes.
If the chat wants me to argue it, does the chat want to flip the script on that one? We haven't flipped the script yet.
Alert. Maximum levels reached. Prepare for transformation.
I hit the wrong button there. The chat hasn't wanted to flip the script yet. For those that don't know, we have this capability right here. For those that don't know.
Once a show, the chat can spam this arrow emoji and force Smitty to flip the script and argue the opposite stance on the topic at hand.
Flip the script.
I don't know if anybody wants to use that on this one, but I will say this. I would say that if like Mike Evans is injury prone, Tom Brady and the entire offense has been off kilter. But I still like I like Evans, but is there a reason to think things will continue to be bad for him? Absolutely. You know. But I would personally like, let me pull up his game log. And we'll go over it. So we're getting a lot of JT and Lamb, bro. It's pretty torn. I would say that in general, it looks as though Lamb may have won slightly. But as for Mike White, he has one touchdown in week 1 and two touchdowns in week 4. He's a touchdown machine, you know. So I do believe things will turn around for him. His targets have over the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games have been 15, 11, 11, 6, and 9. Like that's a pretty decent, you know, amount of targets. And he does have a 100-yard game. I'd say if I was going to argue the negative, I'd say San Francisco is a matchup coming up. I would say that you know, Tom Brady being off his game and not necessarily bouncing back yet. I would say Tampa Bay. What's their record now? Tampa Bay is
5-7, I think.
Yeah, they're 5-6, and the Falcons are 5-7. I don't know. It's hard for me to flip this one because I mean, there's everything I'm trying to say. There's a way to look at it in a positive perspective. Like the Tampa Bay Bucks still can win the division. They're at the top of the division. So I don't know. I just think Mike Evans is going to be utilized, but I would say because he hasn't yet, that's the negative. You know, if I was to try and argue the opposite, it'd just be like he hasn't done it yet. So what makes you think he's going to turn it around right now in week number 13? Like we've had 12 weeks.
Right.
You know, that would be my argument. But at the same time, I know what he's capable of doing, and if he's healthy, and if Tom Brady's slowly, in my opinion, Tom Brady's slowly turning things around because he's focusing more. You know, they had their guards injured, their center, like they've had wide receiver room completely, you know, injured. It's just been tough sledding for the Bucks, but I think things are going to turn around. You know, they lost that game. I wish they would have won that game. I wish they would have won that Week 12 game because then that would have made them feel that Rachaad White needed to be used exactly the same way. So I'm hoping they still feel that way about him. But you know, Mike Evans caught 2 of 9 targets in week number 12. 2 of 9 targets. Like that's a very low percentage. I just don't see that continuing. All right, bro. Anything else?
Right. That's what kind of threw me off is he's just not he's getting a lot of targets. He's just not catching a lot of them.
Yeah, I mean it's not all of his fault, but yeah, I think they're getting a rhythm. They get a rhythm. They still have the ability to win the division, and I think that they're going to make a big push here. I like that it's really close though, because these are important wins now. They're going to have to lean on everybody. This isn't like they're not in coast mode or anything. They're fighting for a division win. All right, bro. Anything else?
One last thing. One last thing I just wanted to say. I didn't draft a running back until the 6th round, but looking at my running backs, that's all with a lot of your help and wisdom. So I just want to say Smitty to the moon.
Yeah, thanks. Nice team, bro. Nice team. Appreciate you. And I guess I'd go JT. If it was up to me, I'd probably go JT. But I like Lamb a lot.
All right,
but I would roll with JT. All right, later, man.
All right.
All right, next caller, you're up. You're the only one on the line, so who am I talking to?
Hey, this is Donnie Bravo.
Donnie, what's up, Donnie?
Hey, man. Love your show.
Thanks, pal.
Big fan here. Just need some help with my lineup this week. I'm currently 6-6.
Okay.
Trying to push for a playoff spot. So my lineup, let me know if you're ready.
Yep.
I have Herbert, Chubb, Jamal, Pickens, Olave, Kelsey, and Mike Evans. I can also tell you my bench if you want.
Sure.
Bench is Gabe Davis, Swift, Donovan Peoples-Jones, Deshaun Watson, Burks, and Warren.
And who?
Jalen Warren.
Oh. Okay.
Just question, would you make any changes to this starting lineup? I'm kind of concerned about Mike Evans with Lattimore. I mean, Lattimore's been gone for 7 weeks because of an abdomen. I don't know if he's coming back this week, and if it's worthy of benching Evans because of that, because of that matchup.
So Evans, I must have missed Evans. Herbert, Chubb, Jamal, Pickens, Olave, Kelsey, and then Evans is your other starter?
Yeah, Mike Evans.
Okay, I don't know
Yeah.
why. I don't know why I missed that. Okay. So of your options on your bench, no. Swift is tempting because I feel like he will eventually bounce back, but no, I'm not benching Mike Evans for Swift. I'm not benching Mike Evans for Gabe Davis, who I still like more than most people. I'm not benching Evans for Burks. Some people might, but I'm not. It'd be Pickens that I'm benching for Swift, and throwing Evans in that, just moving the pieces around to where you're taking Pickens out and putting Swift in. I'd be tempted to do that, or Gabe Davis. I like Gabe Davis a lot. I like Pickens a lot too. I'm not saying that I for sure want to make that
matchup.
Yeah, I'm not saying for sure I want to bench Pickens, but I think Swift is on the verge, hopefully. And I could be wrong. I just feel like that talent has been festering, and I feel like he's gonna eventually bust loose.
I know. I was even listening to Dan Campbell this morning saying he's going to get more work. So it's almost they just got to let him go,
Yeah, I mean, and Jamal's been getting overfed. It's not crazy to think that he's gonna start hitting a wall himself and be like, okay, and then they start leaning on Swift. But
right.
Wouldn't shock me if Jamal kept getting 2 touchdowns a game. But I really feel like Swift is he's either on the verge or he's just gonna continue to do what he's doing.
Yeah. So I think just my question is, if Najee is for sure out, do you think Warren would be a good start over Pickens or someone?
I mean, maybe.
I think
maybe, but I still don't know that. I feel like I don't know. I don't know that
be a running back committee.
Yeah, I don't know that I'm feeling that. Oh, he's for sure gonna explode just because he's there. It's the Falcons, though. I just don't know if he's how injured he is, But I would say Pickens is safer. Warren's higher risk, higher reward. So you got to kind of pick your poison there. But your team's good enough to where you could go safety, man. I mean, I don't know that you need to. Warren's not bad. If Warren's starting, sure, but But Pickens is still really, really good. I still go Swift over Warren starting, so there's that. Like, it doesn't matter. Swift is the answer for me. I put Swift in for Pickens, and that's the way I would roll. I wouldn't even. That's just the way I would do it.
And if like Lattimore does end up playing, you still would start Mike Evans.
Look, Godwin's still there, bro. And a lot of people consider Godwin the number one wide receiver option. I mean, we don't know what they're planning on doing there. We're making a lot of assumptions, you know. So,
yeah. Okay.
Who's to say
okay.
who's
well,
guarding who?
I appreciate your help. I love your show.
Yeah. Have you heard? Is there any reports that Lattimore would for sure be on Evans? Does anybody have any information on that?
I currently have like the ESPN app, and I have the Saints like news. So I'm just literally looking to see if he's going to play or not. If he doesn't play, I'm for sure.
Right, but I'm saying, does anybody have any information? Is there a article or some kind of beat reporter or anybody citing that if he does play, he would be on Evans, or would he be on Godwin?
Oh, I'm not sure.
You know what I mean?
So
like
they've always had success with. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, bro.
They've always had success with like Lattimore on Evans, so I don't know why they would change that, but you know, I'll keep an eye out for sure.
Yeah. All right, bro. Appreciate you. Later.
I appreciate it.
All right. I'm closing the phone line down. I'm going to answer these two super chats, and your boy Smitty's going to bounce for the evening. Does Garrett Wilson's great schedule rest of season change your outlook on him at all? I like Garrett Wilson. There's nothing that needs to change on it. I like Garrett Wilson. When have I ever said I don't like Garrett Wilson? Change my outlook on him. Should I stick with A.J. Brown plus Garrett Wilson for Adams? I still love Adams. Or replace Wilson with Olave. I'd rather have Olave over Garrett Wilson, but that's not a knock on Garrett Wilson. I feel like Olave is just a better player, but Garrett Wilson's situation is better, is better, Don't forget about Jameson Williams. It's going to be a while, Cody, before Jameson Williams is back to, or, up to speed, so even if he comes in one of the next weeks or whatever, it's going to take him a little while. What does the chat think? Would you rather keep Olave or Garrett Wilson? Personally, I'd rather have Olave. But it's very, very close. Like, I could go either way. With Mike White under center, I love Garrett Wilson a whole lot more. More so than schedules or anything. Like, Mike White is the reason I believe he can be consistent. But let's see what the chat thinks. Nick, Pickens, or Palmer if Mike Williams sits? Garrett Wilson. Bro. This is Olave. Wilson, Olave, Wilson. Seems like the chat's divided on Wilson and Olave. I don't blame them. They're both really good. Wilson, should I be rostering Kadarius Toney? Probably not. Olave, not close. Or Pacheco, Smitty. Pacheco, I'd rather trade Pacheco than either one of those two wide receivers, I guess. I don't know, maybe not. They're all really close, bro. I'd do whatever deal got you Adams, for sure. Pickens or Palmer? Give me... You guys are these 50-50 calls. Give me Pickens. Give me Pickens. Aaron, Christian Watson versus Chicago or Pittman versus Dallas? Christian Watson. You got to roll with the hot hand. Roster Tua, A.J. Brown. Yeah, you got to roll with the hot hand. Appreciate you, Aaron, for the super chat. But Watson's been scoring. Pittman's, on a team that I feel like is doing better, and they're going to improve, and they're going to run the ball. They're going to try and keep things simple and pound the rock with JT. But it's definitely something that I don't. Every time I see you guys say that Wilson's schedule's rest of season's fire, it just makes me depressed about Breece Hall. It's what he'd be doing right now. Every once in a while, I catch myself daydreaming. I need to do a little spoof on this where I just daydream and I'm just picturing Breece Hall in there. Week 13, Breece Hall's got 1,800 yards rushing entering week 13. He's got 16 touchdowns. And oh my God. All right. I'm out of here. Appreciate you all. I'll see you later. I'm live Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern, every single Monday through Friday. This is Wednesday. I did a surprise Wednesday evening show. We're live Tuesday, Thursday, tomorrow's Thursday, at midnight Eastern, Friday at midnight Eastern, Saturday at midnight Eastern. I'm live Monday through Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern, and I'm live whenever news breaks. I'll see you all later, my people. Appreciate you. Peace out.